You and me, everything that we've been through has made us strong. You won't believe we've had our gray, but somewhere there's a light inside of us. It shows the way. Not looking for no heaven or gold, 'cause I got you. I got you. Don't wanna show us off, but you're my all. All that I need. Trying to sugarcoat, but I'm flying so high. I don't even know if I'm coming down. You rock my boat when you hold me so tight. The world just disappears in front of my eyes. I'm telling you why. This ain't no madness. The smoke in the mirrors, our memories now the sun's come down. Like a river rising way up above. This ain't no sugar. I'll stay in bed. I still got the feeling that you're next to me. Stuck in my head when lights go off. You're everything that I could ever want. Your touch so soft. Not looking for no heaven or gold, 'cause I got you. I got you. Don't wanna show us off, but you're my all. All that I need. Trying to sugarcoat, but I'm flying so high. I don't even know if I'm coming down. You rock my boat when you hold me so tight. The world just disappears in front of my eyes. I'm telling you why. This ain't no madness. The smoke in the mirrors, our memories now the sun has come down. Like a river rising way up above. This ain't no sugar.
You're a rebel, getting into trouble. You are kinda like a fire, like a fire, like a fire. Unpredictable, so original. You are never backing down, backing down, backing down. That's what I like about you. So dangerous, I get this rush when I'm with you. I go all in to lose or win. Build things up to knock 'em down. It's the way we keep our high, moving like a hurricane. There will come a time for when we can wash away your sins, settle down, but until then, we're like a hurricane. You're so different, kind of ignorant. You don't care what people say, people say, people say. I'm going crazy for you, baby. Don't know how you're making me feel this way. What can I say? That's what I like about you. So dangerous.
What is up, guys? Shawn Ide Studios, Tuesday night studio sessions. Welcome. I know Newman's in the house. I don't know if anybody else is in the house. It says there's 3 people here, but 2 of those could be me. Because I checked the stream on a bunch of different items, so we'll see what happens. But got a pretty cool show tonight. I'm planning on risking my life and flying my Parrot Mambo in the studio. I did it a couple times already, but everything in my studio is kind of on this side, so we'll see what happens. But it's a pretty cool little drone. But the whole reason I bought it was just to get these goggles. So, but I think it'll be a cool little Christmas present for your kids. If you want to teach them how to fly drones, and anyway, it's pretty cool. So yeah, how's everybody's Tuesday night? I am on fall break with my kids and my wife, and we're having a good old time. We went to the Space Center in Huntsville, Alabama yesterday. So I got some pretty cool DJI Osmo action kind of walkthroughs of the museum, and then once that battery died, I moved over to my Insta360 One Evo, which is a VR 180 / 360 degree camera. So I've got a pretty cool little VR 180 experience that I'm working on. There's a ride there called the Moonshot, and it's basically one of those needles that shoots way up, and everybody kind of sits in a circle, and then it shoots you up, and then you kind of bounce a couple times, and then you come back down. But I was sitting there holding my VR 180 camera pointing straight out, so you'll get to enjoy the exact same ride that I did. I might put different music to it, even though, I mean, the experience is good, but I don't know. I wasn't thinking when I was saying things, so the raw audio is probably not the best production I've done. But all in all, that was pretty cool. I'm trying to sell my iPhone 1X so I can get the new Apple Watch. But anyway, that's all kind of random facts about me. The pre-show is going to go on for another 20 minutes, so feel free to go get you some coffee, get you some grilled chicken, or whatever you want to do right now. We're really going to get started at 7. But yeah, looks like the stream is healthy. What about my voice? Can you hear my voice? I don't want to yell. And I also don't want my microphone to be super hot, because once I fly the Mambo, it might get a little loud in here. How much are you asking for the iPhone, if you don't mind me saying? I'm trying to get $550 out of it, Brent. It's the iPhone X10. It's got 256 gigabytes of storage on it, so it's the biggest one. It's the biggest storage version of the iPhone 10. I used it for about 9 or 10 months, and then when I got my new phone, I have the iPhone XS Max. I kind of kept it, thinking that it was going to be like my YouTube side camera. I was going to, do stuff with the DJI Osmo mobiles and use it as a drone device, but I really haven't used it. It's really just been in my bag, and then I took it out of my bag and it's been on the shelf. So it still works perfect. It's a great little phone. It's the white version, but yeah, if anybody wants that, send me $550. I can even put it on. I don't know if I can put it on a private eBay or what. But I can put it on eBay, send you a link, you buy it through eBay, and then we're all covered by insurance and all that stuff. But yeah, super excited. It is October. We are well into October. This is the second week of October. And it is finally a little cold. Nunley's in the house. What's up, Nunley? We got Nunley and Newman. I'm not going to call him Brent anymore because I get them confused if I call him Brent. But what's up, Nunley? What you grilling? Grilling anything good? I was gonna grill tonight, but then I forgot I had live stream, so then I was like, okay, my wife's gonna make tacos, so that'll be good. I've been drinking a lot because my allergies are a little nuts right now. They are crazy. Getting it all in my stash. So yeah. We got 3 people in here. You're smoking a whole chicken? You got any rubs on it or anything? Or you just getting the smoke on it? You using applewood? I remember I cooked some applewood. I smoked some chickens in applewood and it tasted great. I like hickory too though. Hickory's got a good flavor. Also, Nunley, did you soak your chicken in a brine by any chance? I know we've got a... So you're smoking with apple and hickory. That sounds good. Apple and hickory. So that's like an apple hickory. Or a hicklepole. That was stupid. Don't say things like that, Shawn, on your live show. That sounds really good. I was thinking about smoking a turkey this year for Thanksgiving. I saw where some other people smoked a turkey, and it was really, really... I mean, I tried some of it. It was really good. I'm just afraid it's such a big bird that I'm afraid I'm going to not cook it all the way. So salt, pepper... Oh, salt, peppercorns, and orange juice? So... I've heard people soaking things in orange juice to get it tender. Is that what it does? Like the citrus kind of tenderizes the meat? That sounds really good. I like lemon chicken. You guys had lemon chicken? I love lemon chicken. Where you grill it with salt and pepper and lemon juice. Man, it's so good. It's like chicken, but it's got like a sour taste to it. But not sour in a bad way, just sour in like a citrusy, sourish chicken. And then the way my stepmother makes it, she like cooks it on the outside, so there's like all the skin on the outside gets all crispy and black and lemony. And then on the inside, it's almost like brown chicken, but it tastes so wonderful. It really is good. And it's one of those meals that I think she makes like 3 or 4 chickens. And then the chicken is so good that we just eat and eat and eat. and it's not even all that filling, you know? Like chicken. You can eat a lot of chicken without getting full. So yeah. I wonder if Nacho or Claude's going to show up. Actually, I need to invite Claude because he gets to doing his own thing. And I look like I'm doing my own thing, but this is the pre-show. Claude is streaming during my stream? No wonder nobody's here. I mean, you guys are here. Not like you're not nobody. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on his stream from my stream and invite all his people over to my stream. No, I won't do that. But I am going to go join his stream from my stream. Where's he at? Is he streaming from his bike channel? He is live. That son of a gun.
Channels. I don't mind outdoor channels. I don't mind, channels like that. So I tend to. I like channels like that. It's all good. So I have all different things I like to watch anyway. So
yeah, I have different interests. I like watching different things.
Exactly.
This is why I think that's well cool. That's why I mixed the channel with like my helicopters, and everything else,
Right.
Why, brother?
What's going on?
We're disturbing his dinner here.
Well, I just figured to have him come in here. It's easier than me clicking on the links. I forgot I could do, Dan. So
all good, man.
I got a great idea.
My apologies.
We got 3 people in here. This isn't going to be a big deal. We'll see what happens. This might be weird. This might not work at all. Oh, I can't hear him. See if we got a link in here. Nope, that's not it. Oh, I lost it. There it is. Ah. What's up, guys?
I didn't haunt the guy for no reason. So I just
Hey, Shawn, are you on tonight?
that was very improper.
I am live streaming right now, and now I'm taking over your live stream.
Oh, there we go. Hey, Shawn, are you on tonight? I am live streaming right now, and now I'm notifications taking over your live stream. Nothing. Oh, there we go. I didn't realize. I have absolutely got no notifications that you're on. Yeah, he's got nothing. YouTube running.
Oh, that's what's happening. So what's up? How you guys doing?
We're watching Dan eat Cheerios, and it was really exciting.
The worst part is I'm eating these, and all I can think about is going very slowly behind Claude with a rag and just rubbing his head and whispering "shine bright like a diamond" in his ear while I do it.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Good.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's awesome.
You like that? You like that?
Wax on, wax off.
So Brent Newman told me to come over here and take all your viewers.
Hey, I didn't know you were on.
I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that.
Look at you. What are you doing, Dan? What are you doing?
So you like that?
Oh.
That's pretty shiny, Claude.
Oh.
All right, that's
Very
enough.
shiny.
Look at there.
That's enough. I don't need to go to my psychiatrist tomorrow and they show me a doll and say, show me where the bad man touched you.
So are you actually on, Shawn, or not?
I am. I'm doing my pre-show right now. So I'm just getting testing the audio and testing all the good stuff. But this StreamYards thing is on my live stream right now. But I don't know if anybody can hear it. There's Brent Newman right there.
Wow.
Hey guys, what's up?
That's how Brent gets on Shawn Ide Studios.
We're all we're all over here, and Shawn is live streaming on his channel. You know, I could turn on my phone. I can live stream my phone, get another live stream going.
Fill up the screen.
Yep.
So, we got Dan eating cereal. Gods is just sitting there talking drones. So, did you get anything new, Shawn?
I got the Parrot Bebop, the Parrot Mambo FPV. Parrot ANAFI, announced their FPV version of the Parrot ANAFI, and really all it is a pair of goggles. So, last year's version of the goggles come with the Mambo, so I bought that.
Oh, okay. You mind if I step in on that?
Yep.
You can step whatever you want, Dan.
I agree with you on part of that. However, they're running two different firmware base. The FPV version has this really unique thing built into it now where it has what's called a lockable gimbal, and you don't have that with the standard Parrot ANAFI. You see what I'm saying? This gimbal is slightly altered so that it can actually do what's called fluid motion, which is very unique. It's something that you wish, that how do I put this? Acro pilots focus all their time and energy on taking smooth footage, right? And being able to bank and roll and get that.
Yep.
Parrot has done that now through stabilization, allowing you to go into a bank and the camera will slowly roll with it so that it doesn't look like herky-jerk motion.
Yep.
And that is something that we haven't seen before. And that's apparently what Skydio 2 has also been focusing on too. So you can actually have that same type of stabilization. If you buy the Skydio 2, you'll get that non-herky-jerk FPV style stuff if you want to do it. Now, you won't be able to roll the quad and do all that. However, I feel like Skydio has untapped potential here, because what if it could follow you autonomously while performing acro motions itself without having a pilot behind it? What if it could roll over the top of you by locking the gimbal and get that serious shot of you and then end up on the other side of you? So like if you were jumping a motocross bike and it just went into its own acro mode, shot over the top of you, got some serious footage, and you never needed to have an FPV pilot there performing acro shots to do that. So this is where I find that Parrot and Skydio are really coming together on this, and I almost am thankful for the FPV version, because if we didn't get that, we may not have what's coming out with the Skydio right now. So cool stuff, man. Sorry, didn't mean to take over the stream there.
No, that's fine. You got a lot of knowledge, Steve, Dan, and I appreciate it too. So
Yeah. So what's the difference between, you said the lockable gimbal? Like all those features showed up in my firmware on my Parrot ANAFI, so you can actually, there's like the racing mode where the video actually banks and it doesn't hold the horizon. So what's the difference?
Right. So you're getting that now?
Yeah, I have that now.
Really? So they've introduced it now for the standard ANAFI setup?
Yeah, when they updated the firmware, they updated, it was like 3 weeks ago is when they updated the firmware, and so I was like, so I tested it on a pair of goggles I already had, and so I have FPV version already. I don't have the stronger legs, but that's the only difference.
Give me one sec here.
That's what's awesome. That's what I love about Parrot. They always, like, whatever they do, like as far as updating, and it's mostly in the firmware.
Oh, I see. I'm on your live stream. Hey, everybody over there. I need more subscribers. Come over.
Yeah, there's 3 people on my live stream, and 2 of them are in here. So you're not going to be getting a lot of subscribers right now.
Okay, also, everybody that's over here, go ahead and do a Shawn Ide raise. Run over there and say hello in this live stream. Give them likes and hit the notification bell and everything else. And Shawn, you need to learn how to edit your thumbs up, thumbs down. You
How
can
to-
do that after you go live.
Edit them?
Yeah, where they don't show. I do that on my lives now. Dan probably knows how to do that too.
You mean
do.
turn
I
emojis
do
off?
it. I do it just because, and I'm going to be honest with you, it hurts your channel to do it. I'll tell you why I do it, because I don't think it's anybody's business. I don't think the numbers should affect me in any kind of way. I don't need to see who's liking it and who's disliking it. I could really care less. And until YouTube makes that change where they take it out, I'm always going to turn them off. I just don't think it's anybody's business.
Yeah, you can turn it off, Shawn. I can actually do a live, do a screen share and show you how to do it if you don't know how to do it. Okay, because I'll do a screen share for you right now. Obviously, this is my live right now, because I can do it on my live as we speak. I'm going to hide this. You go down to your edit, your video right here. It brings up the screen. Obviously, it's going to be a little slow because I'm live streaming, but let's see here. It'll come up here in a second. Give it a second. It'll come up. There it comes. See where it says advanced right here? Click on advanced. We'll look down and it says users can view ratings of this video. Unclick that, then go up here and save it. And that way the thumbs down count and all that won't necessarily show. And that's how I do all of mine now. I got somebody comes in here and they already give me a thumbs down. I got sick of it, so I decided I'm going to go that way. You can do it during your live too as well.
Yeah.
So,
I'm trying to find that piece on the forum where Parrot actually popped in and told us what was different. They said there was something about the gimbal on the FPV version that is actually slightly altered. I'm going to see if I can pull that up. If I can, man, I'll go ahead and share that link once I find it here.
yeah, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
can still find the stupid thing.
Yeah. So hello, Brent Newman. I don't think I've met you before.
I think I was on here briefly, just for a few minutes one day, just testing it out.
Oh,
Been a while.
okay. Okay. Well, welcome to hanging out with us. I mean, always. Actually, what I will probably do, I'm going to go to make sure I am subscribed to your channel, by the way. Let's see here. I'm not subscribed to you, but I am now. So this is what I've been doing, Shawn. I do screen shares now, and I'm going to go like this. I always feature somebody that comes new in the screen. Everybody, this is Brent's page. I'm going to get rid of this, hide that. If you don't have
What's up,
Brent,
guys? Sean here. So
go
I
over
am
there,
trying to bring in Claude's
hello to
live
him and
stream
his channel.
into my stream.
Ring his
So
notification bell,
let me know if you
subscribe
can
to
hear
him.
it.
He's only got
If you can't
28
hear it,
subscribers, so
let me know.
go over there and check him out. We all need help, little channel as well as big channels. So check him out and subscribe to his channel. I'm sure he'll comment in the chat if he can. That way, otherwise, what I can do, I can copy and paste the link of his channel in the chat here. So.
Well, Brian, I'm going to make this offer to you. It's here for anybody else. Once a week, I do a show where I just invite. It's my opportunity to give back to everybody that has put me where I am. Where I just allow you guys to come in on panel, tell everybody about your channel, and get you some subscribers. It's just an open drone discussion. We do it for about 3 hours. And normally people walk out with about 40 or 50 new subs. So it's if that's what you need or what you're looking for, we do that once a week on my channel. So feel free to pop in. And like I said, we're just a big community of hobbyists all trying to share our knowledge with each other. So
All right.
Cool.
Appreciate it, guys.
And if you don't have Dan is Drone Worship, I'm sure you'll see his comments in the chat. If you want to, Dan, if you like, you can post a link to your channel.
I wasn't prepared for that. Okay, hold on.
I mean, I have no problem. You got a wrench. I have no problem with that. You can post a link to Y'all can post a link to your channels if you want. Shawn and Gaz and everybody. I'm actually watching Shawn's live stream, so.
I don't know if the audio is going through into my live stream though or not.
It may not.
Probably not.
But you got your mic on, don't you?
Yeah, I've got the mic on.
Okay, so they probably can hear you talk. We can go, hello.
Shawn, I hear your audio through it.
You can hear
Your
it?
stream. Yeah.
You can hear me talk? Can you hear Claude talk?
Uh,
Say something, Claude.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
yeah.
Testing. Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
I can hear me.
Ooh, Thomas is in here. Thomas, what's up, bro? You guys met Thomas before? He's cool. Up at Ireland.
Yes, we
Yeah.
have.
Sullivan?
Yeah, Tomas, he's a good supporter. He's a good guy to get on your channel if you don't have, because he doesn't post a whole lot of content, but he does a lot of sharing of people's content. So, and he's always comes in the chat, and he's from Ireland, so he's actually a pretty cool guy. So, even though he looks like something from Monsters Inc., he's pretty cool. So.
Oh, damn. You know, it just started Bill's show.
Oh, are you going to go there and comment?
No, I'm just going to watch it and see if he's going to answer for any of the things he's... Yeah, he's definitely live. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just trying to refresh my screen because, so yeah, if anybody don't have Dan Drone Worship, there's a link to his channel too. If anybody doesn't have him here, especially Brad. You may want to just go there and hit him up. And I appreciate whoever subscribed to me. I just moved up one, so.
Woohoo! What about your bike channel? Did that one go up too?
I don't push it as much as I push this one. That channel will happen when it happens. It's just that's my fun channel.
Yeah,
I go over there and do live streams, do what I want on them. Well, this one here, I got to kind of be careful, but so.
You just push that channel uphill, right?
Right. Yeah, this channel here, I've added, and I took your advice, Dan. I didn't get 20 last night, but I got 13. I got up this morning, it was 5:11. Then at work, a couple hours later, it was 5:10. So now it's back to 5:11.
There you go. Like I said, man, you always want an overage whenever you do it. You always want to try to get more than your base number. So if you're close to breaking a landmark, which is how YouTube sees it, anything every 100 subs is considered a landmark for the smaller channels. You always want to try to go over the mark. If you end up getting close to it or just underneath it, you'll wake up tomorrow and they'll basically all be gone. It's part of their new algorithm. It's really stupid.
Yeah.
Fly Natural, what's going on, buddy?
Oh, that's Roosevelt. So, Shawn, you gotta talk. You're on your live, Go ahead and talk too.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go over and actually do my live.
All right.
I'm way overstimulated right now.
All right, Shawn, you go do your live, and we'll probably pop over. I don't know how long I'll be on here myself, so.
All right, see you guys.
All right, see you, Shawn.
Later, man.
Yeah, I think I'll duck out too. I'll pay you guys another time.
All right, see you later, Brent.
Appreciate
See
it,
ya.
guys.
No problem.
All right, well, that was fun. What's up, Nacho? So, what that was all about was I was inviting Claude over to my chat, and then Brent said that he was live chatting during my live chat. So, I decided to take over his live chat, but it didn't really work out. But we're back on my channel. 7 o'clock, we'll do the nice little Shawn Ide Studios starting soon. And we're back. So that was fun. Claude is a great supporter of the channel. I love supporting what he's doing. Yeah, Nacho, Brent came over with me, so the two of us were on Claude's channel on his live stream for a little while. Drone Worship was there. A couple other people were there. So, yeah. But now we're here. 4 people are on this chat. Maybe Claude came back over here. I don't know. But, yeah, happy Tuesday night. So far, we've been talking about Brent Nunley. He cooked some chicken on the grill. Or he's smoking chicken with apple and hickory. So that's pretty cool. So, yeah, you never know what's going to happen, Brent. Never know. I'm crazy. I'm really not crazy. I'm actually pretty reserved. But, just because I want to protect what I do in public. So, yeah. How was your week, Nacho? What are you up to? You slept 12 hours? You woke up in a different dimension? I don't know. Crazy. Live stream, in a live stream, Inception. Crazy things going on. I'm actually on fall break with my family, so I'm really just kind of... I don't really want to stick to anything in particularly structured tonight. There was a guy on there talking about Drone Worship was talking about something about a locked gimbal on the Parrot FPV, but what? Claude's banned you, Nacho? Have you been talking about his nipples too? Because you have a tendency to talk about people's nipples, and I don't understand it. But yes, in my family photo that I put on Facebook, Nacho said that I looked both cold and hot. And that's because I was poking and sweating at the same time. I am just on all the time, and you guys are going to have to get used to it. They're my drone antennas. So Nacho, I've lost track. Where are you? Are you still in Florida? I saw a picture and you said that you're going to be sad when you had to leave on Facebook. So I think you're still in Florida. But I have been out of it for the last week, so I'm sorry if I missed that. So Nacho's in Florida until Halloween. That's cool. Are you going to spend Halloween in Florida? I wonder what Halloween's like on the beach. Do they do anything different on the beach for Halloween? I went and saw... We spent 4th of July in Floribama. Gulf Shores, Alabama. And then we went to... Gosh, what was the name of that place? It was like the Patio. Gosh, I can't remember. Like the Spot or something like that. Right around Floribama. There was this beach bar restaurant type place that had like a huge chair that everybody takes a picture in. We went there for 4th of July right before the fireworks went off. And then we went up into... we went to the beach and watched the fireworks over the ocean, and I thought that was awesome because you could see the fireworks up in the sky, you could see the reflection of the fireworks on the ocean, you could see all the sea life coming up for air. That was awesome. And I think that would be amazing to get a really good drone with a really good sensor on it to take some aerial shots of everybody on the beach watching the fireworks and seeing the fireworks. I just think it'd be cool. Maybe even do like a VR 180 shot or something like that. But since it's a chill night, and I probably confused a lot of people with the whole thing I just did with Claude, there are 4 people in here. But it's good enough people to talk. I am planning on flying the little Mambo at 7:30. Nacho, I have not updated to Catalina yet. I have updated my phone, and I'm trying to buy a watch, the Apple Watch. But I've spent too much money this month because after our live stream last week, I put a down payment on a Skydio 2, and then I've got the 2 GoPros on the way. So I need to keep a lot of money in my bank account right now because some's going to come out. And we went on fall break, so I've been spending a little extra money there. So so as soon as this live stream is over, I'm going to go back to doing graphic design on the side so I can get some extra money to kind of pay for some of the things that I purchased. But I've decided I'm not going to buy much more this year. Maybe at Christmas time, maybe Black Friday, I don't know. But I will probably update to Catalina tonight. I've got the 5K iMac, but it's older iMac. I think might be like 2017 edition. So I'm a little worried it's going to slow things down. But we'll see what happens. Oh yeah. Didn't you? What happened to your GoPro? I forgot what happened to your GoPro, Nacho. Didn't it like? I remember a couple weeks ago you said you sent it out and it died or something. Did you get like a warranty? Is like a warranty fix or what's going on there? It just stopped working. I noticed a couple times. I don't know that my 7 ever did it, but my 6. Would it would just stop working and I'd have to take the battery out and then put the battery back in, and all of a sudden it would start working again. But it was like some kind of weird little, I don't know, it was a glitch. But I think they fixed it by the time I got my 7. So I want to show you guys a picture. So oh, come on. Well, that's a crappy picture. There, that one's got to be big enough. There we go. That'll work. Alright guys, so this is the moonshot. I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but down here is where you sit, and then it shoots you way up here, and then it brings you back down. I did a VR 180 experience of the moonshot while I was in Alabama, and it was awesome. I did it with the Insta360 Evo, and so basically I was just holding it as hard as I could, and we went up and down. And I was going to put it up last night, but I didn't want to use the software from the Insta360 because it was going to add music that probably would get me a copyright slash on the on my YouTube channel. So I decided not to do it. But it was pretty cool. I watched it a couple times. My neck is kind of hurting today because I did that because I'm in my 40s. But Nacho said a 7 did that too. So your 7 would kind of just conk out and you take the battery out and it would fix it. Brett Newman, Shawn is the future Skydio 2 pilot. Is January when you're due to get it? I haven't received notification of when I'm going to get it. Did you receive notification? Maybe it's in my junk folder. I think they're going to start shipping them in November, but I waited like 2 days, so I'm sure the rest of the world got in line before I did. So, which is fine. I kind of need to raise up a little bit of money and sell some things before that happens anyway. Nacho said, I told them they can send me a Max if they want. That's funny. Yeah, I told Unique the same thing. Unique has had my Typhoon H Plus in their hands for over a month, and they just told me 2 days ago that they received it after I complained a couple times saying, okay, what are you guys really doing? Because either their ticketing system or their communications mess up, or everybody and their brother is sending their Unique Typhoon H Pluses in to get right under the 1-year warranty mark. I mean, my warranty's over now, so hopefully they haven't even started working on it, I don't think. But I made my ticket long before my warranty was over, a week before my warranty was over. So hopefully they'll still honor the warranty fix. So, but yeah, that's funny. I don't really like customer service. I don't like... Now Parrot actually had really, really good customer service. They... customer service call is actually the call that destroyed my Parrot. Because they told me to fly it without calibrating, and then it flew right into the wall, and they were like, what happened? I said, it flew into the wall because you told me not to calibrate it. Anyway, interesting. So yeah. So I told you guys that I was going to fly my Mambo at 7:30. So in 10 minutes, I'm going to fly I'm going to get out the Mambo, and we're going to fly it. But I can go ahead and show it to you guys. This is the Mambo, Parrot Mambo. I've had several Mambos. I don't remember if they were all exactly called Mambos, but I had one that was just like this, without anything attached to the top of it, which I think you can fly this without anything attached to it. But this drone, if I was going to compare this to the Tello, I think they're both kind of about the same as far as like flight. But the Mambo has all these little extra attachments, so that's pretty awesome. You can like have Nerf wars with the Mambo, and you can shoot each other with it and all that kind of stuff. So that's pretty cool. What I got was the FPV kit, and the whole reason I got the FPV kit was so I could get the sky goggles. So basically what this does is, this is a little FPV camera. Has a place for an SD card in there. Records 720, so the video is not that great, but for a tiny little drone like this, it's awesome. So it adds a little FPV camera. It's a really wide angle camera, so you actually get to see these things in your shot, which is not awesome, but you can also take them off. You can take just 2 of them off. You can take the front 2 off. I'm not sure if it'll fly very good that way, but I don't know how to get back on. So there's that. Here's a little battery that goes in the back of it. This is the controller. This controller is super light, so there's not much in this controller at all. It's super cheap. But the fact that this little drone comes with the controller is pretty awesome. So there's that. And then these are the cockpit goggles. And these cockpit goggles are exactly the same as the cockpit goggles 3. This is the 2 version. They didn't do anything different with the 3 except for they put a button on the bottom and it turns the HUD on and off. But as far as switching over to the controls, all I have to do is push this little button and all of a sudden I can change all of the settings of my drone and switch it back. And I can fly it just like that. Pretty cool. And these goggles, they've made them so that they fold up. Check this out. So I've taken the rubber part and snapped it down. Then you can open this up and tuck all of this in here. Wait, how did I do that? Tuck that in there, and then you've got just this awesome little set of goggles. Super compact for your bag or for your motorcycle nacho. And when you put your phone in here, the camera sticks out so you can actually see what's going on. All right, we're 5 minutes till I fly the Mambo. We got 3 people in here, so I feel like me going over to Claude's channel was probably a bad idea. I also said it was going to be kind of chill, so anyway, we'll see what happens. Alright guys, so this is basically what the Parrot ANAFI FPV comes with. It comes with the Parrot ANAFI, which I have. And those of you that have Parrot ANAFIs have Parrot ANAFIs. You also have the controller. What you probably don't have is the backpack by Parrot, but it's really easy to get a bag. Bags aren't that crazy to get. And I will say, oh no, we're not going to get that tonight. The bag that I've showed you on my channel that allows you to put your hold your controller and your Parrot ANAFI and your all of that stuff. The bag that I showed you on my Amazon shop will hold the goggles as well. So pretty cool. What's up, Mike Goats? How's it going? Welcome to the show. My name is Shawn Ide, and I will be your host. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to show you guys with the Parrot ANAFI. You've got, let's see. This is basically everything that comes in the kit. And those goggles right there in this shot right here, those goggles aren't much different than the goggles that I have. I've been looking at different pictures of it. And as you can see, it comes with the cockpit glasses 3. So with the Parrot Bebop, the Parrot Mambo goggles are the Parrot cockpit glasses 2. Okay, these are not much different than the Parrot cockpit glasses 3. The only difference is a button on the bottom. Mike got it. Sorry. I was trying to use like proper English. The E makes the O strong. So Mike gets drone shots. Sweet. So yeah. the thing I don't like about the goggles, and this is just a personal thing, is you have to take your phone out of its case, or at least in my case, I had to take it out of the case. And I've got, you guys can see, I've got the FPV version. And just so you guys know, if you have a Parrot ANAFI and you have the latest firmware update, you have the FPV version. You do. And I'm going to put this on my head. I'm going to mess it up. The one thing I forgot to do was switch my phone over so that it notices the horizon switch. There it is. Perfect. These go on here like that. And you're good to go, guys. So you've got the controller, and you can fly with the controller, your little Mambo. Or if you have the Parrot ANAFI, you can fly it with the Parrot ANAFI controller. And the only thing with the Parrot ANAFI controller is you need to take the cord and stick it into the phone. So you need like a longer cable in order to do all that. But now I'm able to fly FPV with my Parrot ANAFI. I have the beautiful Parrot ANAFI controller. It also uses your camera, so there's a pass-through, which is very awesome. So you can switch between, you can go back to your pass-through to see the to see what happens. But yeah, the Drone Worship on Claude's channel was saying that there's like a gimbal lock or something like that on the new Parrot ANAFI FPV. But I've flown the Parrot ANAFI in FPV mode already, and it works like a charm, and it's beautiful, and the gimbal banks, like they've added 2 new film modes to make the gimbal bank, to give you these smooth, but it's not like jerky motion with an FPV. Like if there's an FPV pilot that doesn't know what he's doing, you got this crazy like dizzying stuff that just kind of makes you sick. What the Parrot ANAFI does is, the only difference is it doesn't have the it doesn't focus on the horizon. So right now the 3-axis gimbal like kind of keeps the horizon straight, and so if your drone's going like this, the gimbal stays. But what the racing mode does, and the I believe it's cinematic mode on the Parrot ANAFI. Cinematic is a slower version, but so before, when your drone would bank, your camera would stay like this, but now when the drone banks, your camera banks as well, but it does it like a gimbal would, and it doesn't do it like a GoPro attached to a FPV camera or an FPV drone would do. Those are pretty drastic, and you know, if you don't know what you're doing flying FPV, then that can get pretty dizzying. All right, so that's that. But I told you guys at 7 o'clock we were going to fly a drone in here. All right, so let's do it. All right. So the first thing I want to do is I want to go to the Parrot Mini. We're going to put this in here. Alright, that should be turning it on. You guys see it turned on? And then I think I'm going to move this out of the way. Right. Switch over to settings. Attach to the Wi-Fi of the drone. And I'm gonna have to, I don't know if I got a buggy version on Amazon, but this camera actually records when I fly, but I don't get any footage on my app. But the reason I wanted to buy it was so I could get the goggles. All right, the drone is ready. Fly pad. I'm gonna turn that on. All right, guys. And I can live stream from this drone, so I might do that one day. Not today. All right, guys, we're gonna switch over to full mode. And you guys might need to adjust your speakers, because I don't know how loud this is going to be. But, and I'm going to back up a little bit. There it is, guys. It's got a little bit of drift. And it's really not supposed to be that. I really should have cleared out the studio a little bit. So it's got all these sensors on the bottom, so if there's something underneath it, it'll feel it, and it won't go too low. But it's got a really good hold. It's drifting a little bit, but it's because it's kind of bouncing over all these stuff that's in my room. Yeah, the bottom sensors are turned on. So it doesn't want to. Oh, looks like it's going to land. So it's really hard to hold this position right now because there's so many things going on. So, but it's a fun little drone, guys, and especially if you're going to have a drone for your kid at Christmas time. I think this is the drone to get. It's got about 11-minute flight time. And it's got a 720 camera on it. It was really cool to watch the video. It's kind of like a bug flying through my house. They're building some condos over here, so I'm going to go into one of the condos that's not complete yet and just have some fun. That way if I run into a wall, it's not going to hurt anything. That was fun, guys. Alright, so that was my what not to do is fly a drone that close to your face. That is not drone safety. That was not very good. And now my drone's vibrating because my battery's low on my Parrot. So there's a power button on the bottom, but I still haven't been able to figure that out. It like blinks and then does that. So this is how I'm turning it off right now until I figure that out. I'm just popping the battery out a little bit. Back in the day, that's the only way you could turn drones on and off, was to plug in the battery. So all right, see you, Mike. Thanks for joining the chat. Newman said it sounds like a Texas mosquito. Yeah. Yeah, it's a high, like, it's an annoying little hum. It sounds a lot like the DJI Mavic Air, to be honest. DJI Mavic Air has this one's a little higher pitched. Actually, the Tello kind of sounds like that too. A lot of little toy drones have that. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So yeah, what do you guys want to talk about? There are 9 people in here. Drone Effects with Claude showed up. Welcome, buddy. Hope I didn't sabotage your live stream. But actually, Newman made me do it. So if we're going to blame people, let's blame Brent Newman. So how many of you guys are getting the Skydio 2? I think Newman's getting it. I was kind of blown away by the presentation. I wasn't blown away by the first Skydio. Like, when I saw there's like some British guy explaining, you know, how awesome it was and all this kind of stuff, and I was like, well, that's kind of cool. But then I saw a real life version of it, and it was pretty lame. Just because it was like trying to figure out how to get around things, and it just kind of looked like amateur video footage from a cameraman that didn't really know what he was doing. Yes, it was cool that it could fly around things. So they got that right in the first version. And by the footage that I saw of the guy... So I wasn't that impressed with the footage from the Skydio 2 in, like, the great outdoors. Okay? Like, on top of a mountain or out in the desert, that's probably the easiest flying you could ever get, right? One of the reasons I love doing my flight plan in my backyard is because I know that if I fly 100, I've tested 100 feet up in the air, I'm not going to hit a thing, because I feel like my house is up on top of a hill. So, at least in the direction I've been flying, it's over everything. And then, but the, what was I saying? So as far as the Skydio 2 presentation, I'm not super excited about the fact that it can go around me in the desert, because any drone can fly around me in the desert. Follow me mode will work just fine in the desert on any drone, right? Because all it's doing is looking for some kind of different color than sand. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, where's the person that's not brown? You know, it'll just like follow, you know, if I got like a blue shirt on, it'll just look for my blue shirt amongst the sand. But what was super impressive by the about the drone, the Skydio 2 presentation in the woods with the guy driving his little quad bike, his little four-wheeler. Him driving the four-wheeler in the woods through trees, super impressive. Especially when they put it side by side with the DJI drone. And I was like, that's the DJI drones are the reason I don't like object avoidance, is because, you know, with the introduction of the DJI Mavic Air was when they started doing things, you know, with APAS and starting to like go around things. But object avoidance in the past was me getting this great video shot and then all of a sudden my drone stopping in the middle of the air. Like a bug would fly by it or a bird would fly by, and all of a sudden it would just stop. And I have to go back and start my shot over again. Okay? And even my presentations with the Parrot ANAFI, I was like, you don't even need object avoidance if you know how to fly a drone. You know, because we've been parking cars for years, and all of a sudden we have cars that can park themselves, or, you I've got a car, my Jeep, I can look behind me while I'm parking, so and it's got these little lines that kind of guide me into my parking spot. That's all great, and I love it, and it's awesome. But I still need to know how to park a car somewhere. So Newman said, I'm more of a photographer guy, so the small sensor on the Skydio 2 is not ideal, but I'd love to have it track the crazy farm dog through the fields and woods at 25 miles per hour. Would be the ultimate test. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out things to chase. I mean, like, I'm excited about the Skydio, and I'm going to go on a Segway ride through the trails. I think I need the beacon, maybe, to do it on the trails in the woods and stuff like that. But it might use the GPS of my phone. I just don't know yet. I have a feeling the phone is enough. I don't know if you guys have noticed, whenever you're doing like some of the flight modes on a DJI drone, and you draw a square around you, like it knows where you are, and then the farther the drone gets away from you, all of a sudden that green square turns into a blue square, and when it turns into a blue square, then it's GPS tracking the controller, and then when it comes back in, so it's got the Parrot ANAFI controller that comes with, or that you can buy extra for the Skydio 2, and then it also uses your phone and a beacon. So it'll be interesting to see kind of what that ends up being like. But yeah, it does have a small sensor, but the small sensor is not any smaller than my DJI Mavic Air, I don't think, or the Mavic Pro, or the Mavic Pro 2 Zoom, or my Unique Typhoon H. Now, the H Plus and the Mavic 2 Pro and the Phantom Pro all have 1-inch sensors. But yeah, the 1.2, the 1/2.3 CMOS sensor is kind of the standard for small consumer cameras. So you're not going to get anything crazy out of it, but I'm wondering if I can strap a camera to it. There's a big old heavy battery at the bottom of it. And so I'm wondering if I can put a GoPro mount on that big heavy battery on the bottom. I don't want to necessarily hang something from the battery on the bottom because it might pull the battery out. But the Insta360, I think the Insta360 One X might be a cool camera to strap on it. Newman says, I wonder if it can detect and avoid thin, leafless winter branches. Oh, I didn't look to see if the woods that it went through had leaves on the trees or not. That's an interesting thing. I do think it can go through power lines and stuff like that. I have a video on my channel. It's probably the same Parrot ANAFI video, but when I'm talking about object avoidance, most people, like when they're just starting out, like some of the kind of newbie mistakes is whenever they fly near a tree, all they can see from a distance are the leaves, but they don't see those little tiny branches sticking out. And that's kind of a mistake beginners make. They fly too close to a tree, not knowing that those little branches are sticking out. So that'll be interesting for the Skydio. I feel like the Skydio keeps a safe distance. And maybe they've put that information in there. I don't know about a dead tree, though. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the winter. But I'm just trying to think. Like, it's got 3 cameras on top and 3 cameras on the bottom. For full 360 degree detection. So, and I would assume that most of the detection would be on the front. But I would love for that drone to turn into a 360 drone. I'm rambling right now. I feel like I'm rambling. Nacho said he might be the only person not interested in the Skydio 2. Actually, let's move this back over to chat so you guys can not be so up in my grill. Yeah, Nacho, it sounds like Newman's not that impressed either. He was super interested last week, but as far as the camera sensor, he's not that interested in, which makes sense. But yeah, I'm excited about it just because I'm in this mood where robotic drones are the future. You know, robotic cameras are the future. You know, you've got all these cameras that have optical stabilization, but I really feel like digital stabilization is the future. When they get that right, then you don't have to worry about optical stabilization. You know, we've got a lot of 360 cameras that can stabilize themselves without, you know, and I love the idea of a 360 camera that you can frame the shot later. So that's kind of the direction I'm going is, you know, I love flying my drones. It's fun to fly. But I'm getting to the point in my mind, it's really, as a 40-year-old middle-aged man, it's hard to multitask. I can't multitask as much as I used to be able to. So it's nice that there are sensors on my drone so that I don't hit things. It's nice that I can program a flight plan when I can focus on, you know, I can focus on being safe. I can focus on proper heights and, you know, using a map to get precise shots. Those types of things I'm really into because I can take my time and I can focus on doing something really well. Whereas a lot of times when you're flying in the moment, you know, the times that I've wrecked my drones is when something happened and I wasn't expecting it and I didn't plan for it and it just happened. So, you know, like a kamikaze bird hitting a drone. Or when I was just starting out, I was so focused on getting the shot that I ignored my return to home warnings from my, what was that? DJI Phantom 3 standard. That was the first real drone I ever had. I had a Parrot. What was that? AR drone 2. Which that kind of got me itching. Skydio 2 feels like a gesture with hopes they get bowed out. Oh, Skydio 2 feels like a gesture with hopes they get bought out. Yeah. I mean, they kind of aimed their gun at DJI. Their entire promo video was a DJI Phantom backing up and running into a street sign. That was the first shot you got, right? Then they were like, this is what it looks like. This is the object avoidance from a DJI drone, and this is the compared side by side with the object avoidance of a Skydio 2 drone. So they're either aiming at DJI or saying, hey DJI, you need our technology in your drones. And even on their website, they said, like, what was it? It was like, well, we can look. They said something like, man, I wish I'd have remembered that. All right, we're gonna switch over to this. We're gonna bounce up to this. All right. So on the Skydio 2, Skydio 2 4K 60 frames per second HDR, 36 miles per hour. Holy crap! Autonomously, 36 miles per hour. 23-minute battery life. 3-axis gimbal, 3.5 kilometer range. So that's super far, guys. 3 ways to fly. iOS and Android is what I'm going to be flying it with when I get it, because I don't have enough money to buy the controller. Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, if I don't get it till January, then I'll probably have a lot of money by then. I'll probably save up to get the beacon and the controller. Skydio is the most advanced flying AI on the planet. But what I really wanted to get to, guys, check this out, guys. Skydio 2, this is what I was trying to remember. 45 megapixel resolution. So, utilizing 45 megapixels of visual sensing from 6 200-degree color cameras, Skydio 2 can see everything in every direction with unprecedented resolution and clarity. This is the foundation of trustworthy autonomous flight. I would love it if we could get the video from all 6 of those cameras and I could make a 360-degree video out of it. Peace out, Nacho. What's up, Thomas? Tomas, how is it going? I don't even know what that was. How is it going? But Skydio 2, 45 megapixels. DJI Mavic 2, only 4.9 megapixels. And the Air, which is what I have, which is what they introduced the APAS system with, where it can fly around things, 1.9 megapixels. And here's the video that I was talking about, guys. Check this out. Mavic 2's on the right, Skydio 2's on the left. So far, they're both doing a great job. And then the Skydio 2 is still going. The DJI Mavic 2 is hunting. So, Newman, for what we were talking about, I mean, they're going through, like, the woods. I feel like there are some of those little dangly branches that don't have leaves on them in these woods. What do you think? Why do they need color for avoidance cameras? That's interesting. I wonder if the color has anything to do with how they determine what to avoid or not. That is interesting, because usually when you see like 360 cameras use like infrared, or they use like like if you see what my all the cameras look like on my Quest, it's a black and white picture because the color is something completely different. So that's interesting. That is a good thought. But it's 7:57, and Thomas just showed up. A little late, but it's all right. The Mother 6 cameras are just for obstacle avoidance. It's more a drone for the people who need action cameras to get better pictures of the smaller branches and stuff like that. Yeah, Thomas, we were talking earlier about whether or not the Skydio could actually avoid trees with no leaves on them that have like small little branches sticking out that don't have leaves on them. But yeah, thanks for joining me tonight. I know it was a little weird. We tried to gank Claude's live stream and take over and rule the world, but successfully flew my Mambo in here. I don't know if it recorded video or not. I wasn't trying all those things, but if there's video, I'll put a little video up on the chat, or on the, not on the chat, up on my channel. But yeah, I think this new one will do a super job. I agree with you, Tomas. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Please like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Have a wonderful night. Don't do anything stupid. And yeah, blessings. Catch you on the next video. Peace out.